Welcome! This is a video about our 2019 holiday decorations. It's sort of our Christmas card to my viewers over the last year. This shows the front of our house, and in this picture you can actually see 9 of our 26 decorated trees. Going from left to right, we have the British tree, then the gold tree, next is the sun and stars tree, then we have 2 sentinel trees, one either side of the front door. Next to that we have the snowflake tree. In the right windows we have a silver tree and a vegetable and fruit tree, and just behind that tree trunk on the far right you can see our spectral tree. So let's go inside and take a look. As you approach the front door you can see our 2 new sentinel trees, but also we have a wreath on the door with a slightly strange design. We got this idea from a visit to Colonial Williamsburg a couple of years ago. And what they did is they took a wreath and outlined a letter or a symbol on the wreath in white decorations. And of course we put the letter S on there for our surname, Strong. According to the song you should decorate the hall with boughs of holly, but we've decided to use Japanese obis instead. My wife collects Japanese fabrics, and these are the belts that go around kimonos, and she's got this collection that she drapes on the banisters above the hallway to celebrate Christmas. However, as you come into the hallway you are faced with these twin trees. In fact, each tree in our house has a theme associated with it. The one on the left here is the theme of ornaments made by Christopher Radko. He's a very famous glassblower who's introduced some very sophisticated looking ornaments over the years, and these are some of his collector pieces. On the right we have a tree that has a theme called bells, so you'll see a lot of bells when we look at it. So let's take a look at these 2 trees individually. First we'll take a look at the Radko tree. And now the bell tree. In the library we have 5 trees. Starting from the right we have the snowflake tree, in the middle we have a silver tree, then there is the nutcracker tree, in the far corner we have the fruit and vegetable tree, and to the left we have the partridge in a pear tree, or the 12 days of Christmas tree. Let's first take a look at the snowflake tree. Now for one of our old favourites, the silver tree. We seem to be having a performance of the nutcracker going on with its own private little tree. We seem to have an audience of snowmen watching the nutcracker performance. They seem to be enjoying themselves, but hopefully the theatre doesn't get too warm so they melt. In the corner we have our Delarobia tree, or fruit and vegetable tree. On the other side of the room we have our 12 days of Christmas tree. There was a partridge sitting on the top of it, and you'll note this pine tree oddly seems to be sprouting an awful lot of pears. Even the tree skirt round this tree is got the 12 days of Christmas theme to it. Also in the corner of the room we have a little Hanukkah display. It's not yet Hanukkah, so the menorah is not yet lit. To the left of the hall we have the dining room. In there we have 5 more trees. Going from left to right we have the star tree, the gold tree, the British tree, and 2 white and gold trees. Let's take a look at them individually. We'll start with the star tree with a big bright star at the top. I suppose that's a nova. And being an astronomer, what else would I do but have a tree with suns and stars on it? Next comes one of our long-time favourites, the gold tree. Next is our British tree. At the base of the tree we have some London landmarks: Big Ben, Westminster Abbey, St Martin's in the Field, Chancery Gate and the Buckingham Palace. Then as we go up, all the ornaments have a British theme. I wonder if you can identify all the different flags. We don't have our angel tree up this year, so we put some of the angels on the trolley between the silver tree and the British tree. At the end of the room we have our two white and gold trees. Those are new this year. The top shelf of the display cabinet has got Yvonne's crystal snowflake collection, and then we have some snow globes on the base. I wonder if you noticed in the original picture of the dining room the little solar system hanging over the table. Now let's go to the sunroom. It's called that because of all the pictures of suns that we have on the wall. It contains our signature tree, the spectral tree or rainbow tree. We have a lot of problems with deer invading our garden, but apparently one got inside the house and is eating one of our 3 Christmas trees there. The other main tree in the sunroom is our Santa tree. The main feature of the sunroom is the Dickens Village, which is an old favourite of ours and remains up all year round. It comprises of several hundred buildings and characters from Dickensian London. Within the Dickens Village there are 2 stories being told. First of all, there's the 12 Days of Christmas. You can see here, for example, the maids are milking, the 5 gold rings, the drummers drumming, the lords are leaping, and 3 French hens. Also, of course, there is the Christmas Carol story being told. Top right we have Fezziwig's party. There is Scrooge arguing with his nephew. There's Bob Cratchit carrying Tiny Tim, the ghost of Marley, and the ghost of Christmas Present. And so it's rather fun to go through the whole display and try and find all the different characters. Last, but by no means least, is the family room. We have 5 more trees there. So let's take a look at those individually. On the bureau we have 2 small trees devoted entirely to fish. Again, something new this year, we have a Harry Potter village, and you can see all the main characters there. This seemed to be particularly popular with the kids that were visiting. Here's another one of our old favourites. This is our poinsettia tree, surrounded by all these wonderful gift boxes that we've collected over the years. Then lastly we have our display of nutcrackers and Santa Clauses all mixed together for once around our fireplace. I had asked all my friends and neighbours that came to our Christmas party to take photographs, and I assumed they would be taking photographs of each other. However, only one photograph of that sort was taken. Everybody else took pictures of ornaments, some of which I've used in this presentation. I'd also forgot to take photographs of all the scrumptious food we had to eat. So whatever you're celebrating at this time of year, please have a happy holiday and a prosperous new year. Until next year, goodbye.